Hey, good morning or afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to jump on a quick video with just a few slides to talk about what happens when you have messy books in your business. Was talking to a potential client this morning, and really their biggest fear was they were like, Kirk, I think I'm just so far behind on my books. I mean, I don't know if I need to start over or what's going on. And I was like, look, man, having bad books in your small business, it's, kind of like being in AA. The first step is just acknowledge you have a problem, acknowledge that there's a problem, that your books are not in order. And then we can just move on from there. So I just want to take a few minutes, talk about what happens when you have messy books. So let's just get right into it. So what the messy books really cost you could be thousands and thousands of dollars annually. Um, it's just amazing how just a little bit of messiness in your books can cause big problems in your business. So, you know, you probably have that messy pile of receipts on your desk, and that's costing you money every year. So that's what I just wanted to talk about, was how disorganized books aren't just an inconvenience. They're a silent business killer, basically. So what's the problem? The biggest problem is you have those receipts stuffed in shoe boxes. You have expenses tracked on napkins, and your QuickBooks hasn't been updated in months. Okay, I mean, there are so many small business owners that are in that situation, and this is what it's costing them. You know, those disorganized receipts, they're a silent business killer. You're flying blind financially because you just don't know where the money is coming in from and where it's going out to. You may be leaving money on the table every day. You don't know if you're not taking the correct tax deductions. You don't know if, you know, you're at a place where you can expand, where you can, or anything like that, all because you just don't have a good picture. All right. So what it actually, all right, you have your direct financial losses, which could be missed tax deductions, late payment penalties because you're not tracking when bills and invoices are due out to your vendors, and then maybe overpaying your taxes due to improper categorization. All right. What are some of those hidden time and stressors? You're using hours that you could be concentrating on actually bringing in business and making money in the business, and you're taking those hours and trying to keep your book straight. And let's be honest, you may not know what you're doing to keep your book straight. All right. And that stresses you out. You're losing growth opportunities because your books aren't in order. So you don't know how much money you have to potentially grow or to make investments. And you don't know how profitable you are, or if you're profitable. All right. So what does the solution look like? And what does it look like when you clean up your books? All right. You know exactly where your money's moving around. You can capture every deduction that you deserve. All right. You have data driven decisions. So when you're talking about taking on a new person or a new system or a new piece of equipment or investing in something else or expanding, you have you have the data to show that yes, this is a good time to make that decision. All right. You know what your books look like, so you're not worried, you're not stressing over it. And clean books look a lot better to a banker or an investor that you're going to seek capital from. If you have clean books, they're more apt to talk to you, or at least have more faith in you, because you're showing them that you know how to be fine. Process look like? Okay, like I said before, first and foremost, boy or your big girl pants, and admit that, hey, my books are not in order. Let's get them in order, and let's find the gaps and let's find the errors. All right, we organize it, categorize every transaction, reconcile all your bank accounts, track down all your missing documentation. All right, once all that is straight and correct, then we set up the systems so that this doesn't happen again. All right, and then once we have all of that together, we're able to understand our financial reports and our business positions. And of course, this can save you, the business owner, untold hours a month to actually go out and do what you do best to grow your business. All right. Now, how can we do that together? Look, I do. My mission is to help small businesses increase their profit through optimized booking so that you, as the business owner, can make smart business decisions. Because every day you wait, every day that you have messy books, you have missed opportunities, unnecessary stress, hidden financial leaks. You may be paying twice for things you didn't even know about, and you've probably got invoices out there that haven't been collected on. So if you want to talk about this, I am taking on a few more clients this season. So give me a call. Phone number's right down there. Email's really easy. It's just my name, bookkeeping, Kirk Crabtree Bookkeeping at Gmail. I keep all my overhead simple because I just want to talk to you and work with you. I don't need flashy ads or any of that stuff. So all that, if you give me a call, shoot me an email. If you know me, hit me up on Facebook or LinkedIn. All right. Thanks.